Hello everyone, I'm Jia Wei. Today my topic is wildlife tourism in Africa. This is my outline. It includes introduction, benefits, drawbacks, wildlife tourism in Africa, and the tour package and influence. Introduction. What is wildlife tourism? Wildlife tourism is a very important part of many nations' travel industry. Lot of countries through the wildlife tourism generate a lot of revenue. Wildlife tourism is defined as tourism undertaken to view and encounter wildlife. It can take place in a range of settings, from captive, semi-captive, to in the wild, and it encompasses a variety of interactions from passive observation to feeding and touching the space viewed. What items include wildlife tourism centered around the observation and the interaction with local animal and plant life in their natural habitats, where it can include eco and animal-friendly tourism, safari hunting, and similar high-interaction activities. Also fall under the umbrella of wildlife tourism. Wildlife tourism, in its simplest sense, is the interaction with wild animals in their natural habitat, either by actively or passively. And wildlife tourism mostly encompasses non-consumptive interactions with wildlife, such as observation and photographing animals in their natural habitats. It also includes view of and the interaction with captive animals in zoos or wildlife parks, and can also animal riding and consumptive activities such as fishing and hunting, which will generate not come under the definition of ecotourism and many companies animal welfare. It has the recreational aspects of adventure travel and usually supports the values of ecotourism and nature conservation programs. With the time going, the wildlife tourism has become increasingly popular. For the benefits, wildlife tourism is more than travel to enjoy or appreciate wildlife. It also includes contributions to conservation and community projects in developing countries, and environmental education and awareness through the establishment of codes of conduct for wildlife tourism, as well as the various competence of the travel industry. Wildlife tourism also provides a lot of jobs and can bring significant economic benefits, especially for some African countries, like the tourism sector earns Kenya an average of $1 billion per year. This sector also contributes significantly to the country's GDP. The sector is also a leading employer, accounting for 9.3% of total employment in Kenya. Such large contributions to the nation's economy give the country's government and the local population a strong incentive to preserve its wildlife heritage. The wildlife plays the most important part in the wildlife tourism. Without wildlife, there would be no wildlife tourism. With the wildlife tourism development influence, The government and the people paid more attention in protecting rare animals and increased the punishment for banning poaching. With the research shows that lively wildlife allowed to live out its entire life can generate more than directly hunting it. For example, in 2008, the evil from a single poached elephant was worth about $21,000 on the black market. In contrast, an elephant allowed to live out its entire life might generate some $1.6 million in economy. The drawbacks with the wildlife tourism market dramatically grows, the environment and the balance of ecosphere is also undermined. Like some people secretly feed wild animals during travel. This action will make a lot of bad influence, like as animals get used to being fed by human, they will break into human sermons, and a lot of wildlife don't digest human food well. That our food may well cause wildlife to get sick. And during the travel, people will make a lot of plastic garbage, and some people will leave the garbage in the wild. And excessive development made a lot of bad influence. Like Africa is famous for a number of reasons. Its unmatched wildlife, preserving land space, fascinating culture, and the fact that it is considered the birthplace of humankind. It is an ideal safari destination and also home to the Great Migration, dubbed the greatest wildlife show on Earth and the only animal migration that can be seen from outer space. Sadly, this is currently an endangered phenomenon that might become just another story 3 years from now. Wildlife tourism in Africa. The status of African tourism. The wildlife tourism even becomes some countries' economy lifelines. With the right investment, tourist arrivals will continue to grow. Investors will see excellent returns. Jobs will be created, and the entire economy will be benefit. The sector already employs about 7.7 million people in Africa. Ms. Riffey cited data showing steady increase in Africans' tourist arrivals from 37 million in 2003 to 58 million in 2009. The wildlife tourism is developing rapidly in Africa and the market is still growing. The development of wildlife tourism in Africa. Wildlife tourism in Africa has increased steadily over the years, and more tourists come Africans to visit legendary wildlife. In the early 1980s, Kenya's Mary Nature Reserve was home to approximately half a dozen lodges, and here fewer than 300 beds. Today there are in excess of 25 permanent lodges and were over 3,000 beds. This one is my 8 days itinerary. The first day we will arrive at the outpost. This this place is the most venerated part of Korea, and we are in for a treat in this e- region. We will drive to the outpost, live in a luxury private game lodge, cost the 6,080 near 608 dollars 3 nights. This room is a little expensive, but after 1 day drive, accompanied by the sounds of various animals sleep in a very comfortable room, is a very good start of your 8 days travel. Hotel will provide some local food. In the second day, we will enjoy the view around the outpost. After take a good sleep, we start to enjoy the view. Our outpost has a very nice location. It is located in a vast and remote wilderness zone bordered to the north by the Limpopo River and Zimbabwe, and to the east by Crux Corner and Mozambique. Around the outpost is a very safety area. You will meet a lot of friendly animals like squirrel, deer, and antelope. A very good place for you to take some beautiful photos. Hotel will provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In the third day, we will enter the woodlands. Tourist guide will drive us to enter the woodlands. The faunal diversity is a byproduct of the vegetation and the weird topography of the Porphyry region, with montane woodlands, savanna grasslands, attractively fair tree forests, and areas dotted with huge bulbous bulbous, making in both visually appealing and decidedly space-rich. In this day, we will watch animals at a close range, and you will meet some animals that only lived in Africa. We will eat the breakfast and dinner in hotel, and the hotel will prepare some box lunch for us, and we will eat lunch in Weird. Tourist gate and the fare cost $180 each person. In the first day, we will move to hunting areas, campus, and lodges. Today will be a very tired day. We need to pack our luggage and catch a flight to the center portion of the park, the Timbaviti. Then drive to our campus and start our hunting trip. The fifth day is a hunting day. Today we are hunters, and this day starts just before dawn. The rent fee of gun will be $120 3 days, and the replacement of ammunition costs $100. If you are novice, you also can spend extra money to hire an observer's 800 eight $80 per observer per day. We will start to hunt at 9 o'clock. Tourist guide will drive us to hunt some herbivores like bush pig and bushbuck. Our hunt until about 11 o'clock. We will return to the camp for eating lunch. then get a break. The afternoon hunt will resume at 15 o'clock and continues until sunset. In the sixth day, we started to hunt some large animals. Today we will hunt some large animals like the zebra, Jim spoke, and the ostrich. Similar as the last day, today will also start just before dawn and until sunset. In the seventh day, today, tourist guide will drive us to find the endangered white rhino. If we are excellent fortunate, along the way we will meet a lot of animals like black bog, white black bog, blue wildebeest, buffalo, bush pig, common redback, eland, elephant, and impala. In the eighth day, today is the last day. We will drive to poultry and check our turkey. All your prey were shipped to poultry. If you want, you can spend extra money to make your private specimen. For the tourists, the 8 days travel will spend around the 85,000, near $7,185. It will include a laundry service of local guides, provide a separate vehicle, park entrance fee, hotel, and meals and drinks. You only need to spend $7,185. You will experience a luxurious wildlife tourism in Africa. The marketing strategy. The wildlife tourism in Africa still have great potential to burst. Kenya, Zimbabwe, and South Africa welcome hundreds of thousands of visitors. The very different parts of Visit Africa draw fewer than 5,000 tourists annually. Those countries in West and Central Africa can, through making some promotional film to seeking investment to build some tourist hotels and strongly promoted in Asia. Most Asian countries spend people willing to spend money try shooting, hunting. This activity will attract a lot of Asians. Conclusion: Wildlife tourism is a very huge and attractive market, and this marketing still rapid growing. Through developing wildlife tourism contributes significantly to the country's GDP and provides some jobs for people. And with the wildlife development influence, the local government and the people paid more attention to protecting real animals and increased punishment for being poaching. And this market is good for both countries' economy and wildlife, a very good project and worth to develop. And this is my reference. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.